is up, everyone? Today we are here to talk about tools. More specifically, we're going to be talking about what I think is one of the greatest tools I have purchased within this last year, and that is going to be this bike stand right here. This is actually the first one I've ever owned. And when I was researching bike stands, I really wanted something that wasn't going to burn a hole in my pocket, but at the same time it was going to last me and it was going to do what I needed it to do, which is hold my bike. So my budget was anything under $100 or less, and this came in around $70, and I think it was well worth it. Prior to owning a bike stand, I used to fix my bikes by flipping them upside down or just working on them on the ground, and it was pretty, I mean, it got the job done, but it wasn't efficient. I was leaving parts all over the place, all my tools were everywhere, and this bike stand right here really helped keep me organized as I'm fixing my bikes, and I really love that. I can't begin to express how much I'm in love with this bike stand. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna start from the top and work my way down. Basically give you a rundown of all the features, all the cool things that it does, and all the cool things that it has pretty much. Up top, we have the clamp. It's got some rubber guards on top and the bottom, so it protects your frame or your seat post or whatever you're gonna clamp on. The plastic that's holding it is pretty durable. No complaints there. It's got a few pieces of hardware. It's got a latch that can hold your bike. It's a quick release latch. So you basically just push it down whenever you want to lock your bike, lift it up when you want to release your bike. So that is the clamp itself, what holds the bike. You also have the ability to adjust it from here. As you can see, you can turn it any which way. And then once you found the spot as well, you just kind of pull this lever in the back and lock it, and then the teeth kind of sit perfectly within each other and your bike's not going to go anywhere. And again, to open it up, you just pop this little knob in the back, boop, releases it, twist it any which way you want, as I said before, boom, lock it, and you're good to go. I only have 2 bikes, and usually I just leave this section on one position and it's able to hold both my bikes perfectly fine. If you're a bike shop or you're gonna use this to fix multiple bikes, you might be messing with the adjustments very often. But for me, I just keep it in one setting, and that usually just stays that way all throughout, unless my buddies come and they use the bike stand, then we switch it up. But if you're just gonna be using this at home or only using it on a few, like maybe 1 or 2 bikes, then you should be good. I mean, you don't need to mess with it that often. As we drop down, you've got another quick release down here that when you open it, you're able to adjust the height of the actual bike stand. So you can go as low as this, and then you raise it up, and I believe that is the highest setting you can have it at. Once you got it where you want it, you just go ahead and lock it, and that thing's not gonna go anywhere. I mean, you can put a lot of weight on it. It's pretty secure. Onward to the next section. What I think is probably the dopest attachment to this bike stand is a little tray where you can actually put all your tools. As you can see, I packed this tray with a bunch of tools. When I'm working on my bike, it's usually got even more tools on there and parts of the bike that I set right here. And like I said before, this stand has helped me become a lot more organized because all the little parts and pieces I just set right here, and I don't lose them. So I love that about it. And same with the tools. Usually if I'm working on a bike, I throw a tool on the floor, I set on the table, and with this tray, I've kind of forced myself to put away the tool back where I had it after I'm done using it. So that way I avoid losing any tools or misplacing any tools. The tray also features a magnetic strip, which is awesome for holding little nuts and bolts on my bike. It's also got a cup holder. If you're drinking a beer, or if you got a glass of water or whatever, or even some lubricant, can, whatever, it fits. It's awesome. And let's say you're not a big fan of the tray and you kind of want it out of the way, or you're always transporting your bike stand to where the tray just gets in the way, you can just pop it up like that, and boom, the bike stand is free. But like I said, for me personally, I'm always fixing my bikes at home. I always have my stand at home, so the tray stays on the bike stand for me. It keeps all my tools organized. Now we're on to the base of the bike stand, and everything is pretty much secured. That's the best way I can put it. Like, the hardware on this thing is pretty solid. Like, the nuts and the bolts don't feel like cheap material. They feel pretty sturdy. The only thing down here that's plastic is this little clamp around this tube. All this feels like some type of aluminum or some metal, which is nice. And on the end of the bike stand, you also have these little shoes that kind of keep the bike stand in place, or sitting flat, I would say. Let me show you how I put it away. It'll probably take me like 30 seconds, maybe less. I push this down, close that up, unclamp this end, boom. And I'm just unclamping one more quick release. Would you look at that? There it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions about the bike stand, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. I will leave a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. You can see all the full details on this bike stand, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.